So, yeah, after doing the first episode of Events at Sea, we're gonna do Buried at Sea episode 2, and yeah, this one we're gonna start on easy. I'm quickly gonna say again, like, Zone is with me, Xenaris co-commentating, and yeah, we're gonna start this on easy. We don't want to watch a recap of what happened before.
In episode 1.
Exactly.
Because we just did that. But I assume if they would like recap, they would not retell as like we did it.
Sally,
Probably.
Probably not, yeah. Alright, so this DLC kinda starts off differently. Like, we're not in Rapture or anything, we are in Paris, and we're also playing as Elizabeth, which is really interesting. Because if you have played the main game, you know that Liz always wanted to go to Paris, so this is kind of a different parallel universe thing where she is actually in Paris. And obviously it's not gonna stay happy and nice for very long, but it's actually a really interesting start. So yeah, you can enjoy the scenery and everything for a bit. Getting some fittingly croissants.
Well, Eraser?
wine.
Not here. Unlucky.
No, I couldn't. I can't accept.
Je vous en prie, j'insiste.
Je vous en prie. Ich führe henyKs Vermächtnis fort.
Alright, so here we can only slowly walk, and like walking forward is slower, so we just walk sideways. Makes sense. Don't ask questions. That's how this game works. So you basically just need to roughly know the route here, which you need to walk.
Oui, oui, ça va.
What we first need to do is we need to get to Sally, actually, from the first DLC. We don't know that yet, but yeah, sorry for the spoilers. And here's also a little skip we can do. You can see those bicycles there in the far back. We're gonna go there, and normally you would need to like walk downstairs and do something pretty lengthy, but we can just, with a bit of like clipping, get onto these bikes here, and then just skip a little bit. Like, it saves only a couple of seconds, but it's really nice. It's just like collision in BioShock Infinite is very wonky. And yeah, now things get dark and not so nice anymore. You can see the weather changes. Also now, interestingly, walking sideways does not gain you any speed anymore. Just BioShock Infinite things. However, we can, like, in a bit do sideways walking during some weird animation, which gains speed then again. So it's just little things you can do here to optimize this part. But yeah, we see her chasing for the balloon. Gotta follow her.
Sally, where are you going?
Here, this one, if we walk sideways, that's faster. It's kind of reminiscent with a main game, because we can do that there as well. Like these certain animations.
Stop!
Where did she go? Oh. I did not know that line.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything.
So in Buried at Sea episode 1, at the end, Booker got killed.
No.
And yeah, so this is like different view on the story and on the events that happened. It's like, yeah, multiple parallel universes, lighthouse, everything. You've seen the ending of BioShock Infinite, like the main game. You know that it's kind of complicated.
I never should have left.
Also, there are like quite a few cutscenes again in this game. So yeah, whenever, like, if you have something to plug right now, that would be a good time.
All right, I would love to tell our viewers about Save the Children, who we are doing this entire event for. We are supporting them in raising money to, to save the children. A simple $10 can buy malaria pills for 20 kids. It's something with pills at only 50% 50. Sorry, 50 cents. It shouldn't. This shouldn't be an issue in today's time. So only $10 saves 20 kids from malaria.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
All right, so here we're meeting Atlas, and yeah, like we're supposed to die by the Russian roulette thing there, but
Just say it.
he says like,
You back to Rapture.
our booker tells Elizabeth to say some phrases and so on, which effectively make Atlas not let us get killed.
Get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? Use some kind of magician?
Sucha.
However, the booker that we hear isn't actually Booker.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
This DLC is like the first one is really nice. It's a good view on the like Rapture thing, like when Rapture wasn't like broken down and a dystopia. The second one is really nice gameplay-wise. It has like a lot of content, much more than the first one. You also visit other places later that you know from the main game. We're gonna see that. And the time of the speedrun has been reduced by 10 to 15 minutes over the last 1.5 years or something, I think, after it was dead for a long while, because there were just so many cutscenes and everything. People figured out skips, which is really nice. Like new people came to the community and just tried different things. How it's always like that. New people bring like fresh air into speedrunning scenes. So that's really cool. All right, so now after getting punched by Lonnie, we're gonna wake up here again, and we're gonna do like quite a nice skip. Just a bit hard to pull off, but definitely saves time. Like a lot of time actually, because you would need to walk through the toy department here to get like to a door on the other side. Wait for some dialogue to finish and so on. But we can skip that with a skip that I'm not 100% if it was me who found this, but I think I looked for a long time here, at least for the skip. I think someone else found it. There are different ways to do something here, but first we can get onto this geometry. And then we're gonna try to climb this plank. Just like kind of hard. Come on, do it. Fortunately, there's no real setup for it. You just kind of need to wing it because the collision in this game is tied to the frame rate. And yeah, we can jump to this mushroom, and now we can do something that's similar to what we did in the first DLC. Like, we have to, at the peak, press forward again, except that we can't toggle sides here. Like, really precise.
I assume not having a cursor is not helpful for this entire thing.
Not really, no. Alright, so we made it to the other side, and that still saved time. Normally you're supposed, like, you can only move really slowly. If you could run, you probably, probably wouldn't save time. However, since we need to wait for the dialogue and so on, it's a really nice way to skip, like, everything like that. And, yeah.
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears.
Man, this must be hella confusing for everybody who didn't play BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, I guess so.
Stay away from
I mean, it's still confusing for me, but
Yeah.
No.
we're gonna see some favorites from the main game again. Here's that was, by the way, the scene from the Buried at Sea episode 1, which we skipped. We actually like the toy department is the part where the final fight takes place in the first DLC. If there are some donations, you can read them.
I would love to. We just got $20 donated from Anonymous without a comment.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you very much.
Alright, I hear some familiar voices. Oh, it's the Lutest twins. And this scene is also, like, should be familiar to everyone who played the main game. The game starts out and ends with such a boat rowing scene.
She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back to fix what
Is this the
I
same dialogue as in
Back to where
Infinite?
she has
No, no.
no right to be.
It's like
I feel like I
a
heard
bit
this
similar,
before.
but no, it's not exactly the same.
Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died. There are rules.
Even for one such as you,
She'll forget.
all the doors,
And what's behind all the doors?
all closed to her now.
She'll be just like
It's
the
like
rest of us.
the DLCs do a really good job at kind of
She won't even remember this
picking up lines and things from the main game again and just elaborating on those or extending. So now here we're gonna get to another skip in a bit.
Patience and croissants for
Gotta
death
wait
and
for a
mildew.
tad more.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock?
So once we get behind this, there's gonna be an elevator with a lever that we need to press to make that elevator actually move. However, we're gonna try to not do that and get out of bounds immediately again. Skip is actually fairly finicky, so I'm gonna focus for this for a little bit. There's a backup strat if we can't make it, or like you can still get out of bounds a little bit later, but it would be really cool if we could get this.
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal.
We can also run.
Normal Pinky. Hate it.
All right, this is good. Like we made it out of bounds, but now we just have to pay attention to not fall down here. Okay, we're onto this. Not over yet. You can see the walls moving actually here.
Going back to Paris.
So now we're gonna do some jumps here.
You're just
Need to pay attention to be close to the right here when we jump down, because there's also like a void to the left. And coming up is a so-called super jump. I mentioned those already during the first DLC. They're notorious for being insanely hard, stupid, and like actually not really very well. Like you can't really do setups to get them because they're tied to the frame rate, and nobody, even like Jamaican Bacon, who's like a really insane glitch hunter for BioShock games, has found a setup for those. But basically, the game flings you upwards there when you repeatedly jump in small space. Okay, we almost made it, and we're gonna go inbounds again here. We're gonna just drop down here into this room, and yeah, that skips a huge part where you normally would take a crossbow and see some enemies, like tutorial stuff. And I'm glad that worked, because that's actually like, if we didn't get that, we would have lost like 2 minutes or something to the backup strat. But yeah, that's nice.
why? Because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help
If you have a
Sally. I
donation,
can't even get
you
back
can
to where I
read it
was.
now, would be a good time.
All right, we've just gotten $100 donated from Siri.
Ooh. Nice.
I'll hold up my
And they say, hello ESA from Colorado in the US. Thanks for making my work week bearable and for doing what you do. BioShock is a great series that was one of my husband's favorites, so this donation is for him. I love you, AJ. And we love you, Siri. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for that. And now we're gonna get here to this hub area, which we're gonna like pass a couple of times. First, we have to pick up a blueprint,
I can't hurt him.
which we're gonna find here.
My distance, but if I watch myself, he could come in handy.
And then we're gonna use the ventilation system here to get to Su Chong's restaurant.
Central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the duct
I think it was his restaurant, but at least the place where we're gonna meet Su Chong. And behind this cabinet, there's the entrance to the vent. Even though I don't really want to use any vents anymore, but, yeah, kind of unavoidable.
I mean, they're not the same vent, so
Yeah, we're not closing them, we're just passing through.
yeah.
Alright, so here jumping is faster. Just gotta pay attention to like not jump right in front of the entrance, like of such a part here, because that slows you down a little bit. And soon we have made it through. Alright, so there's like the secret entrance here to the Silverfin.
He's dead. They're working for
And there's gonna be a tear here.
Suchong was opening tears.
We're learning about
The tear still
the
has
loot test device.
plasmids.
Now we have to wait for a little bit. We can loot
Vacation, sharing
some stuff in the meanwhile.
The Lutesses before they were
The
physically
tears are
together.
basically like
Why did I
portals or
come
like
here?
doors to different dimensions.
Exactly
Like
that.
different realities.
Hasn't happened.
In the main game, Elizabeth used to like
No, the
open
doors are
herself.
shut.
Yeah, now we need to basically figure out like how we can actually repair the Lutece device, and
I use the Lutece particle if it can make a city float.
because it's broken. And yeah, here are the blueprints. We're gonna examine
We
them.
could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized. You'll fix it. Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stock with the Lutece.
Yeah, got it. I can fix it. Give me like 5 minutes.
All right, no worries.
Okay, like 50.
Okay.
Anyone has like a screwdriver for me,
There
real
must be
quick?
some information around here. These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for
Ah,
code? A Visionaire cipher. If we assume
I like these blueprints.
hydrogen, the 26th element
I don't
is-
remember blueprints moving, but
It's right here.
New kind of blueprint.
they're like
Pretty cute blueprint.
yeah. It was just I never thought I would say this, but this is a cute blueprint.
To fix the machine.
Like sentence you never hear ever.
Carbon dioxide scrubber.
And a heat sink.
Yeah, of course.
Any of the vending machines should have the cathode too.
I mean, a test first, so I
First,
guess
scrubber in the bathroom
maybe
station. A lot of models should have them. A heat
All right.
sink.
the heat sink. Or maybe it's the name.
Where we can afford
Maybe it's a little bit of an odd name, but I mean,
I mean, you're free
Whatever
to call
floats
your
your boat.
pets
Yeah, yeah,
how you want.
time to find
All right, so now we've gotten that out of the way. We're gonna get out of bounds again by jumping onto the store,
technology ever created.
then jumping here. Collision is wonky in this game, as I said.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here.
Okay, now we have to go this way and drop down here, and that takes us back to like the entrance of the restaurant. But yeah, apparently he's saying that we vandalized the device.
I
maybe want to
suppose
explain
we
that the
should.
blueprint,
Save your ammunition, your device
Sorry?
will work.
the blueprint thing. Maybe want to explain that.
And normally there's like a hidden code, hidden in chemistry and so on. We saw some chemical symbols there, and it's it shows us like the parts that we need to get for the device to be repaired. Actually,
Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your
So, yeah.
creation can do.
1216. All right, thank you, Suchong.
Fix the machine.
Never underestimate the fallibility of the
Right.
maniac.
So now that we left this, we're gonna go to a location called Test Drive first. And in Test Drive, we have to pick up
Old Man Winter.
the winter plasmid again. We're gonna need that later. Also, we're gonna get the cathode from the from a vending
Atlas
machine.
sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
And normally, when you pick up when you approach a vending machine, it would show you like a small cutscene. We can skip that hopefully by looking at the floor while we approach it, because it's a view trigger. So we're just gonna do this.
There, that machine.
Ah, okay.
It'll have
Like the trigger is kind of weird. It's only a small cutscene, so it's no big deal if we still get it. But yeah. Alright, so here we're gonna leave now again.
all we need
Hopefully
now
before
is
the
to
enemies are here. But for that reason, sometimes enemies are around. We picked up the shotgun to be able to clear them off. And yeah, that brings us to the next area, which is Service Bay. In Service Bay, we're gonna pick up another part that we need to repair the device.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna like
Carbon dioxide
get a
from air
CO2 scrubber out of one of the bathyspheres.
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
But yeah, there are a lot of like dialogue that we also skip here in the second DLC. Like if you're into story, then the second DLC is like really
Either that or he'll
really
kill
nice
me.
for that. However, the gameplay is also good. It has like a lot of interesting fights. We unfortunately skipped like quite a few of them in the run,
No tears, no
but if it makes
emissions,
the run faster,
or whatever you want to call it.
I don't really mind.
Just a whole
But yeah, quite a few of the skips that you saw now already were only found like in the last year, 2 years or something. Before the run was pretty much only cutscenes and everything. Nobody really ran it, but since these skips have been found, quite a few people, including Tarados, have like picked up the run, and they actually contributed quite a lot to making this a bit faster.
That's our girl.
So it was basically just a fast let's play before all the skips.
These monkeys had to get it up there somehow.
Alright, so we're gonna get in here by using the code 7951. Which you normally learn somewhere else, or you could go around, but that's much slower.
Be noisy.
But yeah, now the bathysphere is gonna get lowered, and we can actually hopefully not die here, and then grab the scrubber. Okay, gonna get back out here, come on. Sometimes like the hooks are only approachable from certain directions, it's a bit weird. And now we can leave again.
You're so smart, you're stupid.
I've not heard that, that
Man.
one before.
I'm gonna need a burn heal for that one.
That was the last.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
Remind me real quick, did Atlas have like this accent in BioShock 1?
I'm not sure if it's the same voice actor, actually.
You kill her. I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
There are fast ways to harvest
I like his accent.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
very slow ones.
Alright, we have all the parts, so now we can leave here. Hopefully not die. That was actually a bit scary. Lucky we made it. Normally you're supposed to have a bit more health there. Now we're gonna repair this device. We can freeze this, put stuff here, and then we're able to use the lever.
Perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. There, everything's
And
fixed.
do you have any idea where this is gonna take us, Xone?
Probably not to ESA, huh?
Nope. What a shame. No, this is gonna take us to Columbia from the main game. So, yeah, after being in Rapture for quite a bit now with both DLCs, we're gonna go to, yeah.
Back where it all started.
Can't be this easy.
Kinda.
First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particle seated at the top of the structure.
So we're gonna get the particle now. It's basically just a small lift that takes us up there, and we're gonna go down immediately again. Something big.
Wow.
Elevators.
Could have been a bit like faster. Damn, that's slow elevator right there.
Already
Just
looked.
jump over the like.
Unfortunately,
tiny
not. The
thing?
game, well, you can jump, but not while you're in the elevator. The game kind of locks some action sometimes. We've tried to find ways around that, but to no success so far.
How you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
There's Suchong again.
For device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a wanted something as simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid.
Wow.
Think has a cigarette light. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where
Then
is his
everybody
lab?
friends.
Closed off past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Alright, and that way we can open this door. And now we're gonna reload the checkpoint, because as with the main game, there are segments where we are supposed to walk slower, and with some of them you can reload and then gain the speed, the normal walking speed, which you're not supposed to have, which obviously is very convenient.
Means the other
Apparently you can just walk through walls.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's like
Yeah,
one
it's
of,
not a big deal. It's
one of the like most interesting skips, because the devs only they simply forgot to put collision there on that one part. You can just crouch through.
think.
And here you're gonna get this thing to actually use the device in this room, which opens the different doors here.
Clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
A giant clock.
So there are a couple of areas here you could visit, but the only area we're really interested in is the workplace, like Fink's workplace, the lab.
No,
We have to
we've already
basically
found the clock.
move this 3 times, and then it will
Whatever
open
door we please.
this one.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Well, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Hey, Henny,
Yes.
a quick reminder to not do the thing at the door.
Oh yeah,
You
thanks.
told me to.
That's for getting back up, but yeah, thanks.
Would you have remembered?
Maybe, maybe not. But,
Nice.
so if you have anything to say or plug, now would be a good time, because it's another elevator ride.
Absolutely. I'd love to let everyone know about the several bid wars and donation incentives that we have going on. Like that very generous $100 went to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Let's see, this is bid war specifically. And they are bidding on the character choice. The options are Bowser, Waluigi, Daisy, Yoshi, and Rosalina, who is leading with about $205 at this point. So if you would like Yoshi, Daisy, Waluigi, or Bowser to win that, then get donating.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection.
And here we learn what I said earlier, that it's not the actual Booker who's talking to us. I mean, you could have guessed, I guess, but
Would miss you.
yeah, Booker would miss you. Alright, so we're getting close to his lab, and we need to find the hair sample. Yeah, here we also have the Vox, like that we know from the main game. Can you please not stand in my way? Some of... Sorry?
Like the resistance group of Columbia.
Daisy Fitzroy's
Yeah, exactly.
group. Yes.
To turn me in.
That's actually like really, or it was really cool to casually play this and go back to some places you already know from the main game.
Yeah, there's some nostalgia, like throwbacks to BioShock 1, BioShock Infinite, tying up some loose ends.
Seems like
Or
Fink and
creating more loose ends, who knows?
I mean, I guess that's just the BioShock thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be BioShock 4 coming out, hopefully,
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean, it's
I think
not a-
it's been announced, so...
It's not a BioShock game if it like creates more question than it answers.
So I left them to die.
Alright, so here, this is this lab, we just gotta get through it.
Formed a connection between some
And... Oh, not the vent.
so I don't remember him just being there.
But here we can do the same, just jump repeatedly. Actually, like, free scrolling wouldn't even help, or scrolling faster. It's, slow jumps are, like, the perfect speed.
Maybe for context, you have jump on scroll wheel.
Yeah, I mean, with some walls that's kind of useful, but not everywhere. So you still want to have it bound somewhere else.
I remember he crashed into the tower.
Nice.
Oh,
I guess he
we
was
see
in some
Songbird.
sort of fight.
Perfect position to watch like a movie.
Yes.
Sitting on top of the thing.
Not on the chair.
Something
No.
happened, but he just lay there, moaning.
Aww.
I couldn't just.
the line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just. I will never escape it.
Beneath.
Exploiting me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic.
So this is the hair that we needed to find.
All the way back here for a sample of your own hair.
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted.
Now we can
on
leave the lab and go all the way back.
But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
Crouching here is a little bit faster than waiting for the gate to open.
Check for stragglers.
Yes, check for stragglers.
We're doing like a bad job with that, I guess.
Pretty much, yes. Okay, this platform is kinda wonky, so you can kinda go through the ceiling there. It's kinda nice. Only a little time save. Okay, I'm gonna soon try to not do the thing.
Do you think Daisy
So what's generally your opinion of elevators? Like in real life?
In real life,
Yeah.
scissors in her back?
I don't mind them, but
Are you like the type of person who goes by stairs if you can to
actually yes.
for like
yes.
health reasons?
I used to, I used to not, but sometimes it's even faster to go via stairs, so
All the
I don't
infinite
really
possibilities.
mind
Did I
that.
ever even have a choice?
How about you?
You know, I'm more on the lazy kind of side. I know I should take the stairs as often as I can, but most of the time I don't.
Well,
All these infinite
maybe I can
universes.
convince you. We have some nice stairs here.
Going down the same.
Alright, so here's a lock. We
Don't do
don't.
the thing.
My father's
I will try to, yes. Okay, so trying to not do the thing, which is picking up iron sights here, which is a small time waste.
for what?
So what I did there was basically just fail the lockpicking minigame because that's faster. Like, we get the alarm, but it doesn't really matter since we just go to where we need to be anyway and don't really mess with the enemies who are around.
Pretty lady has the hair.
Yes.
Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Now we jump back into the tear. We get back to Rapture and back to the device. And what we now do is the same skip that we did before, just we go to a different place after we're out of bounds. So we do the door thing again.
What's going on out there?
Just have this door open here like this, then jump onto it.
To our arrangement.
Jump onto this pillar and to what's here. Now instead of going like forward, we can just fall down here. Here. And then fall down here. And that gets us to like a place. Normally there would be like a really huge fight taking place there, which we don't want. And we can skip it that way. It's really nice, like that one skip allows us to basically skip so many cutscenes. Okay, I'm gonna try something really nice here. No! Ah, okay. That was just a twitch of my finger. What you can do there is, if you, with the right timing, melee that enemy while he's teleporting, then you basically get flung to where he's teleported at. It only saves like 5 seconds or something, but it's really cool looking, so it would have been nice if I could have shown it off, but yeah, that's what would have happened.
And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason.
Hey, an elevator. Oh,
Who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock?
you guys know this,
If I were less
this
acquainted with
dude?
the vicissitudes of
I think who played BioShock 1 surely does.
Andrew Ryan. Ryan.
I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you. You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you?
Seems a bit shady.
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. A vain attempt to save his cat.
Oh, the cat.
It's like a weird comparison there, but sure, buddy.
Alright, so we're now entering Fontaine's office. And this is where basically we put the particle. Blueprint looks
There,
different from how I
there,
remember it, but
There. All the load-bearing columns come
Yeah.
into this room and they meet there. Now just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
Right. I'm gonna place it here.
Here goes nothing. It's working. Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now bring me the girl.
So, would you guys kindly go and take a tea with me?
Just give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
Oh, you're all just... Oh. Well then, I guess it's my turn. Hey. Hello, everyone. Why don't I tell you about the lovely prizes that we have to give away? Like several indie games that you can all get if you donate a minimum of $25. And let me tell you, you don't even have to donate all of that in one go. If you just, enter the same name every time, then we'll track your donations, count them all up, and make sure that you get entered into all the raffles. You can win several things like Cyberhook, Double Kick Heroes, Inside My Radio, OSM Original School Musical. All these different indie games can be yours if you donate up to, or at least $25. We've also got lots more donation incentives, like the ones I told you about, the Mario Kart 8. We've also got later today, we got the Sims 3 coming up. Kazik is going to do a bingo. And after he finishes, Poker Face Abate might take his place and do a quick challenge run to gather 500,000 simoleons. We are only, let's see, $134 away from reaching that incentive. So if you'd like to see that, it's only $135 in total to get there.
Too little, nothing.
I have nothing to tell you. I don't even
Also
know
got
what it is
Dencha
to
the D
know
Lightning
is.
Stage. There's a showcase that you can unlock. Lord Mouse will show off a special way to speed up a race by getting a very close encounter with Shingo. I have no idea what that means, but I'd love to find out. We only need another $218 in donations to reach that one. And with, let's see, I think that's 12 hours away or something. All the time in the world, isn't it? So if you'd like to see that, get your bids in.
Folks say it's only a matter of time till Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
I'd also love to thank Twitch for sponsoring us for this event. If you're not aware,
Our deal was to
Twitch Prime is one of the several perks that you get with Amazon Prime. And a lot of people who don't really watch Twitch might forget that every single month they can support any streamer with their Twitch Prime. So if your mother, father, family member or friend might be missing out on that, maybe you can ask them if you can give it to your favorite streamer or to ESA.
big words.
And the proceeds for that will, of course, go to Save the Children.
The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? Man named Stein.
Oh man, they're back. Now I need to stop talking again.
But a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy.
Alright, so guys, would you kindly join me in the audience again?
Wasting your time.
Thank you.
If you won't remain still, I can't be held
Does that include
responsible
me?
for what Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball, still now, and resting it on your skull. There's about a bit over a quarter of an inch of bone between the pick and your
Hey, Xone.
Hey.
Come back.
Hi.
Do you also get something nice to drink?
Just some water.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
Stay hydrated, right?
Well, exactly. That's the sole intention.
But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those.
I don't know.
to
I had
reach
like the
limits.
sudden urge of like get
And then we might
like a
find
drink
you
or something. I don't know.
less than
It was kind of weird. I never felt. I don't know.
Where's me ace in the hole?
Don't.
You guys enjoying tea?
You know what else rests in the low?
I do.
What kind of tea do you have there?
What is it?
Individuality. Personality.
Actually, Kung Markata or something. I don't know.
You.
Shoutouts to Kung Cobra at home.
I'm just about through now.
Yeah, while this cutscene is going on, I can also like do some shoutouts.
I was just about to suggest.
To the BioShock Infinite community, Prototype Alpha, iStoic,
Put a hole in my head and take
a lot more people, like some people who actually haven't done runs on the main game have worked on this DLC, which is kind of interesting. Tataros, who has the world record, yeah, I think hasn't really played the main game. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, but then I'm sorry for that. But yeah, he hasn't played the DLCs more, I think.
You're a regular hero, ain't you? Can't risk
But yeah, this cutscene, as you might have noticed, is pretty long, and this run has a lot of cutscenes, but still has some nice tech too that I luckily was able to show off in the beginning. And in general, it's just really cool how the time has been brought down through those new skips. Maybe there's more to be found in the future. We'll see.
Please, I don't know anything.
Few taps with me
I don't know anything.
to show by example.
Please don't. I don't know anything. I don't know.
I feel like I should have gotten a tea as well.
He's comfy.
It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know.
Do you have any sugar or honey in it, or just
Just pure tea.
pure?
And what's behind all the doors?
Any pure drinkers here, or like
Here.
are we like sugar or like honey gang, or what are we doing?
You've never been here.
Then how would I?
You're pretty yeah
First, they
pure,
warned you
like
something
your heart, right?
Aww. The doors.
Sorry.
In the months into the future. This is where I'm going.
All right, almost done with the cutscene.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even
There's still like
if I
one
bring
cool
him
skip coming up
peace,
right at the end.
then
So
why am
yeah.
I here? How if I was so smart?
Okay, so
If
I have a
saw so
somewhat serious
much,
question here.
why just send
Sure.
myself to the
How
slaughter?
does it feel to like
One
speedrun
day
like
he
a
will just rip
50-minute
her
game
open
with like an
and tear
11-minute
her out.
cutscene in it?
Feels amazing because I love my cutscenes since
Why did I
Dishonored.
do it?
Boat rides with
Why?
Sam,
Have to decide.
perfect.
I'd what?
All right, yeah.
And then there's Doom, like, which is the total opposite, which I also run. So it's like a good balance between both. If you want to have some comfy runs, just go for some BioShock Infinite
In that room.
or Dishonored. Both great games.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Dishonored I can attest to. That's
Booker?
a cool game.
Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here. Booker!
Do you think he booked?
Someone please delete this.
Suchong's clinic. It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace. I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon.
Is it just me or does like the left guy seem like he doesn't want to be there?
Alright, so that's the end of the cutscene. Finally. And yeah, now we come to this, to the suits here.
Show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you.
And normally there's a little bit of stuff to do, not too much, but like some really slow walking and so on, which we can skip by abusing geometry once again, and the fact that the game designers or level designers forgot to put collision in some places. We're gonna go to this room here. Oh, there's a Big Daddy. Hello there. Gonna just jump on here, jump on the Big Daddy. And on this lamp. And then from there, jump into this room. And if we jump from here to this room, this takes us to the passageway where, yeah, basically the final cutscene will take place after the run is finished. And we had to trigger the checkpoint there, otherwise this well, would be a semi-soft lock or we couldn't progress here. And yeah, time is once we interact here.
Do you have it?
Atlas.
Give it over then.
Time for a soft lock.
I'm keen to get this.
Don't jinx it. We've had enough. That's time.
Yeah!
45 That might actually be a PB, I'm not sure. It's like real time versus game time. Oh, I need to check that. But yeah. That's BioShock Infinite at the episode 2. Yeah. Thanks a lot for having me show this like a bit less gameplay run, which still in my opinion has some cool stuff, as I said. Thanks for co-commentating. Thanks for joining me with the tea. Really appreciate a nice tea party. And
hope you guys at home had some good tea.
Yeah, hope you got yourself some tea too. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. Keep donating, it's an amazing cause. And I'll see you tomorrow for Eponia, which is my other run. Bye bye.